Why I like Project More by Dylan Elkins. I like the books, the pictures are cool, the books are good for your brain.
Learning about things in the books is fun because they are always teaching us new words. Sometimes the new words are hard. My favorite book is Breeds of Dogs. It tells about all the different kinds of dogs there are. I like to work with the tutors.
If you can't read, you're not going to get anywhere in the world. Reading is everything. You have to read everything to get by.
In spite of this, many students, especially those with disabilities, leave school with poor reading skills.
In the past, many times it was believed that just because students with disabilities were given access to the school building in the regular classroom, that was enough, but it's not enough.
Students with disabilities need structured, individualized attention in order to become better readers.
By definition, about 80% of all children identified with disabilities have a reading disability. And so we wanted to make sure that they had opportunity to read.
That desire led to the creation of Project More in 1999. Since then, Project More has helped thousands of students with disabilities through a very affordable program.
What are the first two letters in the word? T. And then what's
Project More is a scientifically based program that is directed towards your special needs students, your IEP students, where someone comes in and gives them 30 minutes of one-to-one reading intervention.
What's wagon start with?
AW.
Good for you.
Project More brought us a prescriptive program that allowed us to test and analyze the needs and deficiencies of each individual student. And then knowing what their needs were, we were able to put together a prescriptive program that would attack those needs and help those students overcome those needs and go on to a better reading experience.
Project More is a proven program. It gives much needed support to the teachers and parents of students with disabilities and students at risk for reading failure.
Too many times there are companies that put out programs and there's no research to them. They're saying, oh, this will work, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it's not.
We've had independent evaluators from Bowling Green State University do comparative study with control groups as well as with our numerous classrooms. And what we found out at a statistical level of 05 or better, that children with disabilities outperform the control groups year in and year out now for 8 years.
Many times what we've seen is their month-to-month gains. Now, not only is that wonderful, but for students with disabilities, what you tend to see is, for instance, over a 6-month period, you might only see a 4-month gain. But students in Project More, many times what you'll see is 6 months over a 6-month period.
Before Project More, I would have students that were struggling so much with their reading. And if you'd work in a basal, they'd get to a certain point and then it was like you hit a wall and didn't make any improvements. And so you'd have to go around and find all this information or all these materials trying to help the student read. And with the Project More program, you just go to a different file drawer. If they hit that wall, you go to a different file drawer. It's right there.
Darcy Elkin's son, Dylan, is in the Project More program, and she has seen significant improvements since he enrolled.
Before he was in the program, I was very frustrated. I didn't know what to do, where to go. He is my first child, and I had never experienced anything like his unwillingness to do homework, his getting upset, just flatly not wanting to do anything. And I didn't know where to go or what to do. And this has taken a lot of weight off my shoulders as far as his willingness to learn.
Project More curriculum is based on the 5 big ideas for teaching reading.
Some of the 5 big ideas of reading deal with phonics and phonemic awareness and fluency. And with a volunteer being right there, the child can practice those 3 areas very easily and get feedback from that volunteer as whether they're doing well or not.
So see if you can make a word. Hey, very good. Okay, and what's the last letter? Map. P, very good.
The program leverages the expertise of a trained coordinator and uses volunteer mentors to work one-on-one with students using individualized lesson plans.
Initially, when we began to think about Project More, one of the things that concerned me was that we ensured that there would be a trained specialist in reading or education who would be in charge of this program in each school building, in each school district. Volunteers are under the direction of that individual, and it's that individual who is actually looking at the assessment data, seeing where the child's needs are, and preparing each lesson for each day for each child.
Our experience has been with hundreds and now thousands of volunteers that individuals with, I'll call, minimal amount of instruction from the teacher can provide enough structure and follow-through to help a child to learn.
In a program that is proven to be effective, Project More provides one-on-one instruction in 30-minute sessions 4 times a week to students with disabilities.
It is an extremely worthwhile program. It's economical, and you can use it anywhere, anyhow. You can make it fit your circumstance.
The backbone is 4 days a week, 30-minute sessions for students. And with that, you can use it as an after-school program. You can send home packets to parents. You can do a summer school program. So schools have used it so many ways that they're really getting kind of a value added.
Project More prides itself on having ears. The program is effective, affordable, replicable, and sustainable.
We know that for the near future, we're going to be dealing with a limited amount of resources. So how we use those resources to deliver services to students is very important, and Project More delivers services to students in a very cost-efficient manner.
Project More schools also benefit from the strong community ties created through the use of volunteer mentors.
Anytime that you can involve people in the community in your school, those are the people that are paying your taxes and paying the bills to the school, the more that they will be exposed to that school environment too and support you in the future.
Community that has a program like this, they're going to benefit in the long run by having students that want to read and that do well in school that go out into the community and work.
All new Project More schools receive initial training and ongoing support.
They didn't say, we're going to give you a project and you're going to have to swim. They said, we'll bring you a project, we'll in-service people for you, we'll in-service your director, and we will help you every step of the way get off the ground.
This is the best thing I've done in all my years of education. I have the best of all worlds. I work with my little kids. I'm able to work with adults in the community and get them in so that they can be involved in the school and see what it takes to educate our kids.
Contact Project More today to find out how you can do more for your students with disabilities.
Can you borrow a book? What do you want?